All right, starting with the big story of the day and the big international story. Yesterday night, Pirates of the Caribbean star Johnny Depp won a defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard. The trial, which has been streaming live for over a month now, has garnered unprecedented attention world over, given the fame of both the Hollywood stars involved in the same. The 5-man, 2-woman jury, after deliberating over 3 days, found that Heard had defamed Depp in an op-ed piece and awarded him $10 million in compensation for damages and $5 million in punitive damages. Here's a snippet from the verdict, first of all.
Against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
All right. Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Jamie?
Members of the jury, if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Yes. Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 15.
Yes.
Juror number 16.
Yes.
Juror number 22.
Yes.
Juror number 27.
Yes.
Juror number 29.
Yes.
All right. I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case.
As again.
Right, and Johnny Depp's star lawyer Camila Vasquez is celebrating the victory in a case that has catapulted her to fame. What we do know that the lawyer, who quickly became a source of internet fascination in the trial, hugged her colleagues after winning her client's bombshell defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard. Speaking to the media after the verdict, Depp's lawyer thanked the jury.
Hi everyone. Today's verdict confirms what we have said from the beginning, that the claims against Johnny Depp are defamatory and unsupported by any evidence. We are grateful, so grateful to the jury for their careful deliberation, to the judge and the court staff who have devoted an enormous amount of time and resources towards this case.
Our judicial system is predicated on each person's right to have his or her case heard. And we were honored, truly honored, to assist Mr. Depp in ensuring that his case was fairly considered throughout the trial. We are also most pleased that the trial has resonated for so many people in the public who value truth and justice. Now that the judge has reached its conclusive verdict, it's time to turn the page and look to the future.
And soon after, in a statement, actor Amber Heard said that she was disappointed beyond words by the US jury's verdict in the defamation case her ex-husband and actor Johnny Depp filed against her. The jury Wednesday found both Depp and Heard liable for defamation, but sided more strongly with the Pirates of the Caribbean star following an intense trial, riding on bitterly contested allegations of domestic abuse. Right, to talk more about the case and really about the effect and the ramification it can have on the larger movement, the movement which women have been fighting, of course, for their rights over decades and centuries. To discuss all of this and more, I'm being joined by Maria. She's a women's rights activist, also the director of Medina School. Also joining us is Advocate Rachna Shukla. She's an activist as well. All right, thank you both for joining us on NewsX. I'm starting first of all with you, Maria. I'm sure every case is assessed on its own individual merits. But if you look at the larger ramifications of the case, Amber Heard has come out right after the verdict, claiming that it's going to be a setback for the women's movement. It's a setback for the womankind as a whole. How do you view, first of all, her statements? And do you think that this case is going to have a wider ramification on the fight which women have been fighting for decades altogether?
This particular verdict, I think it is a defining moment, and it is correct that the women we need to be represented, need to get justice. But again, misusing this sympathy that we have with women or the feminism, that also should be countered equally by women itself. So I think it's a verdict which also defines that when somebody is trying to misuse this feministic movement, then there will be consequences.
Well, absolutely. And Advocate Rachna Shukla, ma'am, how do you view the case? I'm sure, as someone who understands the law better than any of us here, you must have gone through the merits and demerits of the case. What will be your view on the verdict, first of all, which has come out?
As far as concerned, it is evidence-based and every case is decided. So if the judges over there have decided that to be accepted, on how they go for appeal and other things are totally dependent upon them. As far as considering domestic violence in women is concerned, I actually oppose it. And whether it is emotional abuse or whether it is psychological abuse, financial, economic, any kind of abuse, it should not be and cannot be tolerated by any society all over the world.
Absolutely, you're right that violence should not be accepted all over the world. But you said, Maria, that when you look at this case, it basically also talks about how it's not just about gender. End of the day, rights are right, be it a man's right or be it a woman's right. You think it's not going to have a larger ramification on the women's movement? But do you not think that when a high profile case like this gets highlighted all over the world, not just of course in the US, considering both Amber Heard and Johnny Depp are such huge stars, even in India there was a large amount of interest in the case, do you not think it casts aspersions on other women as well? I mean, do you not think that there is a possibility that if a woman, and rightly so, if she is raising her voice against any sort of ill being done to her, then one can look at her also with suspicion, considering that this high profile case is literally turned against Amber Heard?
Yeah, I
like recently we also saw the marital rape. Sorry, madam, you.
Maria, why don't you go first, and then Advocate Shukla, you can come in.
Recently, like how we saw the marital rape case in India. So the thing is, it is very difficult to prove any such allegations wherein intimacy is involved. Because nobody would be filming that, nobody would be knowing that except the two partners. And when a woman is saying that she has been abused during the intercourse, then what is the way to prove that? So that is a very big question. And maybe we will have to go with the women's definition of violence over there, because there is no other way. This way, so many men are getting away with domestic abuse and particularly sexual abuse.
Right, and Rachna, I think you wanted to come in here and add a point as well.
Yeah, I'll just add a bit. What Maria is saying is absolutely correct. No woman lives in their household collecting evidence of abuse. So evidence is definitely one of the things, and yes, it is going to have large scale ramifications all over the world, because in this particular case, I think a woman's voice has been crushed, and the violence which she has gone through, the pain which she has gone through. I mean, if you are being tortured day in and day out, it is but natural that you're going to speak up and retaliate. There is no point in being silent, and there is no point in being silenced by the society or by anybody else.
Fair enough, and that's a pertinent point you raised. But of course, this is a case which has garnered a huge amount of media attention. Every publication has been writing about it. Everyone's been talking about it. As far as Amber Heard is concerned, of course, after losing the case, a bitter Amber Heard said that it's going to have a wider impact really on women's movement, on women's right, whether one should look at a case only on the merits and demerits of an individual case, or is it going to have, of course, an impact really on the bigger movement? We'll have to wait and watch. For now, thank you both for joining us on the broadcast.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.